Good morning. Super bright and early. It's like 5 in the morning right now?
3:34.
PM or AM?
Both.
At the same time, I'm just waking up. It's this extremely beautiful, bright and sunny day. It's just, it sounds really pretty outside because of the rain. For all of y'all that are wondering, I've been staying with this guy right here for like has it already been a month that I've been back?
Something like that.
And y'all know the original reason why I came out was for the self-authoring thing and just kind of like a reboot. I could still film more of the docu-series. You know, the last one I made was me leaving the rehab, and I feel like I'd have to go to Florida. Should I go to Florida?
I don't see why not.
Tanner seems to not know why not, but I don't know if I want to do that or not, but that's where I would have to go if I really wanted to, you know, get what I wanted to film out there. And so I'm kind of at a standstill right this second. Alright, Tanner, you ready to answer some questions?
Yeah.
That was the second time I asked him that question. Merch is permanently on sale, so if you want to support your boy. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that submitted questions on the Discord, on the YouTube community tab, and on Instagram. The main question everyone wants to know is from Trevor here. Fred, Dirty Laces, from Glenn, from Andrea, and from Collie. All is, do you ever plan on going back to Los Angeles? My answer is I loved Los Angeles, but I guess I kind of needed a break. It's just that place can be kind of toxic, but at the same time, I feel like I owe a lot to Los Angeles, just because that's kind of what, you know, helped out the channel, you know what I mean? I still have a lot of friends out there, and I just feel like that's the place to be as far as connections and growing the channel. I love it enough to definitely go back. Anytime soon though, I'm not really sure. Another question that a lot of y'all asked, coming from, let's see here, Tennille Covington, T. Anthony Thomas, Coanne Wade, DVF1, sorry if I'm butchering these names, but essentially all of y'all asked about short-term and long-term goals. As far as short-term goes, getting into possibly a new vehicle, finishing the docu-series if I decide to continue with it, continuing with the channel, and trying to figure out where we're gonna be going next, whether that just means staying in Texas, maybe doing a Dallas or Austin thing, or whether we're going to a different state. But my main focus right now is doing the self-authoring thing. As far as long-term goes, hopefully just continued success with the channel. I've even considered making another channel, just to put like whatever the hell I want on there so I can edit however I want. Again, that makes me think, well, why can't I just do that with the original channel? And so I'm still kind of all over the place with that, and rehabs, or maybe going back to school to get a counseling, to do something with counseling or psychology or whatever, but I'm not sure if I ever want to go back to school or not. I've always wanted to own different businesses as well. That's something I've wanted to do. Getting into properties or something, or some sort of real estate or something, which is what our boy over here does. And then there were two of y'all that asked how the car is doing. One is Billy, and then one is Jeremiah. Any updates on the Acura? The Acura is, Tanner, I need help with that quick. It runs like on startup. It sounds like a trash can. And also she like leaks oil everywhere.
The thing is, it's got 240,000 miles, but it's also got like thousands of hours of idle time.
Yeah, that's not, yeah.
Minute idle.
Yeah, a lot of people don't take that into consideration, that, yeah, it has that many miles, but also I'm sitting in my car with either the AC or a heater on for extended periods of time, if not all day, with the car just running by itself. So, you know, we've got the miles, but also all of that idle time too. Anyways, I'm just gonna drive it until it blows up. I thought this was an awesome question from our girl Liz. What has been your life like since the first time you left Texas? Like, do you feel like Florida and California added value to your life? And the quick answer is absolutely. So Florida kind of saved my life, because I went there for rehab originally, and then just you know, learning about recovery and meeting new friends and like-minded people, that was huge for me. And then California, I went there to, you know, make more connections, you know, film videos with other YouTubers and whatnot. And I guess you could say in a way that that kind of saved me financially, because I was I haven't been in a good place financially for, well, I guess my whole entire life pretty much, until California, and I'm still not there, but California definitely helped with that. Okay, Planet Gordon says, since you said your mom is Mexican, are you planning on living in Mexico and seeing your Mexican side of the family? I would love to go to Mexico. I just hear a lot of sketchy things about it, and I've talked to my cousin about going out there, because I know on my Aleman side, you know, my last name's McCollum, but my mom's maiden last name was Aleman. I know Alemans live in Mexico. I've just never gone out there. I need to eventually. I've only ever gone out there for like vacation in Cancun. But okay, Michael Loftus asks, skate question, favorite skater. While I was in Florida, I actually went to this like Death Wish convention or meetup thing or whatever you want to call it, and I met Neen Williams, Lizard King, and Jake Hayes. Jake Hayes is probably one of my favorites, just because that dude's got freaking amazing pop. Best board company. I grew up skating Baker, but I am very open-minded. I've gotten all kinds of decks. Recently I've been skating Santa Cruz, and also supporting the other YouTubers like Revive and Braille. Alright, next question is by Sinister. I saved this question because, you know, next city you're going to, I really have no idea, but he also says can't wait to see some more car living videos, and I just wanted to touch on that because I don't want to be making car life videos, you know, the rest of this channel's existence, you know what I mean? Car life was just something I started because I was broke, and I didn't quite get along with my roommate, and I saw YouTube videos about it and decided to try it. I didn't ever really think about it as kind of a big deal. I just did it because I had to, and then eventually, you know, making videos about it, they kind of blew up. But it was never really my intention for this channel to be a car life channel, you know what I mean? Alright, this is a really good question. Kimber Bell asked, does going back and reliving your past trigger you at all? Seems like it could be dangerous. Absolutely. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Definitely doing this self-authoring and docu-series has been, you know, kind of wailing on me a little bit, but that's also kind of the point, is, you know, kind of reliving some of the trauma so that you don't have to anymore. It's kind of just, it's kind of like saying goodbye. It's like reliving those moments one more time and being like, okay, I'm done with this, you know what I mean? And I wanted everyone to see that. That's why I did the docu-series. That, and because it's helpful to myself. All right, Gizmo Momo asks, how do you stay positive? I mean, some days are better than others. I mean, I still struggle with mental health and you know, thinking about drugs like every single day. So it's not that I really stay positive every single day. I hope I don't portray that on the channel, but some ways that I do stay positive is I start every morning. The first 30 minutes to an hour, all I do is consume helpful, you know, whether it's motivational post, reading a passage out of the Bible, or doing something recovery related like the Just for Today or the 24 Hours in AA. I just read something motivational and then I meditate on it for like 30 minutes to an hour before I do anything else, and that sets the rest of my day up from a positive standpoint. Another thing that helps me is just to stay busy. Okay, always have something to look forward to. It can be something small, you know, make big goals, make small goals, and make yourself a list in your notes on your phone, on your computer, whatever, just so you can be able to check it off, because I know that makes me feel really good to be able to be like, oh, I got that done, and check it off. Next question is from Alice Hullum, I believe. I want to know what you are reading. I freaking love this question. I started reading this book called Dopamine Nation, and before that I read Beyond Order by Jordan Peterson, which is his new book, and Jordan Peterson was actually the one who kind of constructed the self-authoring, which is why I started to do it in the first place. And then before that I read This Bright Future, which everyone should read, by Bobby Hall, Logic, and his memoir is really good. It's actually kind of intense. And then before that I read Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, and his memoir is awesome. But those were the most recent books that I've read. Elliot Gonzalez asked, any plans on coming back to Austin? Austin's probably been one of my more favorite cities in Texas, but it's got its ups and downs just like anywhere else. Yeah, I'll definitely eventually go back to Austin. I just don't know when. Okay, Vegas to Cali gets the award for asking a ton of questions. Tacos or pizza? Pizza? Probably tacos. Vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Running or skating? Both. All right, Trey. I see you around all the time. This is our girl right here. I knew this question was gonna pop up. Could you talk about the girl that was in California? She went back to Florida, and we had a great time in California doing our thing, and that's kind of the extent of it. We don't stay too much in touch, but she was awesome. Okay, Kim Finlay asked about favorite bands and artists. I mean, who I've been listening to lately is Wage War. That's like my screaming go-to. It's actually what I run to a lot. And then I listen to a lot of EDM. The K-Flay I listened to a lot of K-Flay. K-Flay is awesome. Her new EP was great. Inside. If you haven't listened to Bo Burnham, strongly suggest listening to that album. That's probably one of my favorites now. NF, the Clouds EP, or the mixtape was pretty cool. Mr. DeGaldi, interesting name. When you were using drugs, did you ever try any research chemicals? Like bath salt, spice, etc.? No, not really. When I was in rehab, a lot of people talked about getting on the dark web to order these types of things, but that was never really my thing. Never did bath salts. I did a lot of spice though, kind of growing up, I guess you could say, and that shit was always terrible. Girk says, talk about farts, man. Tanner, do you have anything to add to that?
Nah.
David's Island asks, have you considered self-living in Vancouver? Man, up there looks gorgeous. I've had several people send me pictures.
Yeah, you need a passport.
I need a passport? Eventually I would like to do that. It's Star, what's up?
Good morning.
You can just, right there, say whatever you want.
Hi.
Juicy Jeff, what's up? Juicy Jeff asks, where's the Prius? Star, where's the Prius?
At the dealership.
At the dealership. Prep Media asks, when's the first DOD back in Texas? I'm excited to get back to work, okay? I'm just still trying to figure out the car thing and finish up the docu-series, but we'll probably end up getting back to the DODs pretty soon. Dom Hubbard asks, how do you stop diarrhea? Star?
Shit it out.
Tanner, how do you stop diarrhea?
You don't.
You don't?
No,
Just keeps running.
Just keeps running, yeah. My suggestion would just be start praying. Shed Gang for Life, did you relapse? No, actually in, what is today, the 26th? 27th, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. In 4 days, I will have 3 years clean. Say hi. Look, right there. From the Discord, Avela Zwedzgil 22, or however the hell you say it with the cat picture. What is your daily routine now? I wake up and immediately the first thing I do is make coffee for Tanner and myself. Immediately come out here to the backyard and do my prayer and meditation for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I immediately get to work. So whatever that looks like.
yeah.
Yeah. And then usually I'll try and get a run in. Webby asks, will you ever do travel videos in the Northeast, like New York? I really want to go to New York and up there, but my first thought that comes to mind is it's cold, but I know it's not always going to be cold up there. But another thing is, if I ever did car life up there, I think it would be pretty difficult to do it in New York City, because parking and whatnot. One of my moderators from the Discord y'all should join, down in the description below. Sly, what's up, Sly? Ask a couple questions. I think we've covered a couple of these, but I'm genuinely curious, what's the cost of living compared to California? California was pretty expensive just because of the gas prices, but living in my car, you know, obviously I was still saving money on rent. Here in Texas, gas is like $2.80, and I paid like almost $5 right before I left California. So, all right, our homie Eric Edwards, where do you see yourself in 6 months? Hopefully done with self-authoring, and I think hopefully we'll be in a completely different place. Maybe we'll be in a different vehicle, maybe another state. The YouTube channel probably might be a little different. Maybe I'll make a second channel. I think we're gonna be in a completely different place in 6 months, so we'll see what happens. All right, another homie from the Discord, Code Sky. What do you have to say to people on the fence about living in their car because of bad living situation? Just do it. Just do it. I mean, that was me, you know? Try not to think about it too much, you know? Just try it. If you don't like it, then you know you don't like it. So I would just suggest everyone at least, I feel like everyone should try it at least once, just for a couple of days, you know? You might like it, you might not. All right, from Instagram, self-taught. If you want to go out from the US, what would be your first destination? I'd probably go to Japan. Chui Herrero or Storm Rider, one of the two. How many bad experiences did you have in LA? You know, it's just kind of that one, honestly. That dude trying to, during the live, came up behind me and tried to take my phone, and I had to you know, snag my skateboard out of his hands and whatnot. Honestly, being in Los Angeles itself was pretty scary. Just like every hour, something is happening in Los Angeles. Whether it's a shooting, whether someone got robbed, whether something's on fire. There were always things happening around me. And it's dangerous when you're living in your car. So I was definitely taking a risk doing what I was doing. And I think we'll end off things here. Huge question, can you speak on your financial situation? This question's by Champion61. Huge shout out to Graham for helping me out, along with my friends here in my hometown. You know, ever since getting some advice from Graham and actually making a little bit of money with the YouTube channel and with you know, day of deliveries, I've been able to kind of start my recovery as far as financially. So I'm still working on credit and getting my taxes in order, and that's one thing that I've been putting some of my money towards. You know, I've actually been able to save a little bit, and I'm still able to pay my bills. You know, the bills are still close to $2,000 a month, and it's actually probably more closer to $1,500 now, since I haven't spent $600 a month on gas. You know, yeah. Basically, I think I'm doing all right this second. Just staring at the Acura out there. I'm kind of fiending to get back to working deliveries, you know. Still working on self-authoring and figuring out the next car. Blah, 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 blah. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Y'all thank Tanner over here for letting me stay at the house and whatnot. By the way, you got any questions? Tanner has no questions. Tanner already knows everything about me. I'm the one asking him a million questions since I've been here. He's been a great help. Yeah, like, subscribe, tell your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man about the channel, your family and friends. Merch is on sale. If you want to help your boy out, join the Discord. If you want to, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Let's see, what else? Anything else?
Nope.